Hello, welcome to Chillin With Chronically Happy, and I have yet to get really ready for today. It is 12:30 in the afternoon. I got up around, 9:30, 40, 10, something like that, probably around 10, 10:30 even, I don't even know. I lose track of time. My ADHD is slow like this when I get out of bed, and it's like this until my ADHD or my meds. I take my meds and it starts going like this, and I start talking and I'm like this, and I'm like, okay, got my Red Bull, I got my freaking drink on. I need a shower real bad, but guys, I apologize. At least you guys can't smell me for the camera. I don't stink that I can tell. I mean, if I can smell myself, then I know I stink. But I need to brush my teeth, do my sinus rinse. I need to take my medicine. And it's not my, I always take my, I have to wake up in bed, and I roll over and I grab my bottle on my dresser, and I take my thyroid medicine, because I have to take it on an empty stomach at least a half hour before I take any other medicine or any kind of food. So I usually roll back over in bed and go to sleep for another couple hours, and then I go get my caffeine as of right now, because I gotta get my caffeine so I can roll and get going in the day. I was gonna lay in bed and play Call of Duty for a while, but I'm like, no, let me go get caffeine. And as soon as I started doing the caffeine and doing my first dash cam today, I was like, blah, 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 by the time I was done. And I was like, you know what? Let's go to my storage unit and go be productive. All right, now let's start drilling holes into my totem that I'm making for the EDC. In just 9 days I leave. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to pause while I brush. I'll be right back. All right, I just finished brushing my teeth. I'm about to do my sinus rinse and wash my face, moisturize my face. If I'm not showering right now, at least I need to do something to like clean myself up some. I'm not going anywhere in public, so I'm not really too concerned about it, but I'm putting my deodorant on and making sure I don't like really reek, and I want to make sure, I'm taking care of myself throughout this process of crunch time to EDC. Not even showing you all my messy hair, my bald spot hair too. I feel so good to just like wipe myself down after everything I've been doing, try to get the dye off my face. Some tie-dyeing yesterday, which I have to unravel later today. My God. Feels so good to have like a little bit of a clean face. This towel's dirty as fuck. Alright, get my sinus rinse ready. I've been doing I did a whole bunch of laundry nonstop for a day. I still gotta put some of that stuff in my room. I went to my storage unit today already. Like I said, to drop some stuff off and then pick some stuff up. And now I need to also reach out to my RV family that I'm camping with and find out if they're cool with me bringing a table to sit outside of our RV and like a little mat area, and just see if she's cool. She should be cool with that. I don't see why not, but just want to communicate with them and let them know that what I'm bringing. So if they want to bring camp chairs too or something to sit outside of the RV to be able to chill with the fam, that'd be amazing. So sinus rinse, be right back. All right, I'm back, fam, and so let's get some bag balm on my face lotion first. I use my little sponge in forever. Oh yeah, put it on my face and then rub with it. Oh. And then use a sponge. Oh. So, right now, I'm going to show you, after I do this, I'm going to show you guys behind the scenes of what it takes to put together a totem pole. And I'll show you where I'm at. And I'm so excited to be getting it put together today. And then I still got to go by the hardware store. I got to cut some PVC pipe. I gotta take some measurements. I gotta get a piece of paper and pen to write it all down to make sure I'm cutting where I need to cut on the PVC pipe. Whew. I gotta do some mathing today. I'm not good at math. I have mathematics disorder. I was diagnosed from the state of Oregon. Neuroscientist, or neuropsychiatrist, psychologist, whatever the heck, neuroscientist. It was like an 8-hour evaluation, 6 to 8 hours, something like that. It was long. Had to do a lot of things. My nose is leaking for a second, guys. Since all my autoimmune diseases dry my skin out, my everything out, I'm actually going to just wipe myself the rest of the way down. I'm doing like a quick sponge bath with just some water and then moisturizer. Because I don't have that many cleansers yet. At least I went to that Pure Romance party last night. I did buy quite a few things, mostly in the areas of watch this. In the areas of like moisturizer and massage oils. I'm going to take to the EDC for cuddle pose massage time at camp. I'm going to give massages, and I want to make sure I have a good hypoallergenic, balance. I have dye on my leg, guys. Look at this. I have dye from tie-dye. Look at this. Look at this dye on my legs. Don't mind the little bit of hair stubble. I gotta shave my legs still. Which I'll do right before EDC. I don't want to prematurely shave and then get dye on. I really should have ordered the freaking shave stuff from them last night. Their brand's name is Poochie for Pure Romance shave gel or shave cream for women. It helps prevent razor burn, and it has other properties in it which are amazing. So here's my little sponge bath on video. Washcloth bath. I can't talk. Alright, we got that. Now I need to get my moisturizer on because water dries out the skin. So it's good to put it on right after water, and you want to use kind of like not hot or super warm water because that opens up the pores, but just lukewarm. So it's just enough so it opens the pores, but also protects the outer layer. I have quite a bit of razor burn myself from the last time I shaved. I get folliculitis very easily. My skin pore for my hair follicles hate. My skin hates my follicles. It's so soft and velvety. Thanks to my connective tissue disease, it's EDS Awareness Month. Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome causes very velvety and soft skin, probably the softest skin you'll ever feel in your life. I need to get I got my lotion on my face. Okay, what am I missing here? I'm about to go take my medicine too. Gotta take my medicine. So late in the day, it's probably about 1 o'clock by now. Get that lotion, little lotion off my hands so I can get my bag balm here to put a very, very thin layer on my tattoo. I always do it right below the tattoo and then kind of bring it up to rub a thin layer on. You don't want to put too much of this stuff on. You want your skin to be able to breathe. But my tattoo is healing beautifully. It is like the best healing I think I've ever been through of a tattoo. So I am very thankful for my artist's hand and how he knows how to work with the skin and different skin textures because of his experience. So I love my tattoo artist here, and he squeezed me in last minute so it could heal before EDC. I'm working on my figure before EDC. I don't know what I got stained on there, but working on my figure, trying to get my definition through my abs. not be super bloated before I go. I just felt some ribs pop out. I had these bottom ribs right here at the very bottom just pop out right here. I felt it go, and it's hard to live in an EDS body. You get to see real firsthand when something happens, and I tell you something just happened. And I'm telling you right now, something just happened, and I just had ribs pop out of place. But luckily, I'm going to ignore it, and I'm going to keep going about what I need to do. So here's the behind the scenes of what it takes to prepare for EDC. Got my uncle and my dad working on my cargo carrier. And all right, it is medicine time. Don't mind the noise. I'm getting it put together. And to make sure I can stay and last and keep working and going. Here's my breakfast. Premier protein. It is how I survive EDC. And up until EDC and during my road trips. And snacks and anything I can eat in between whenever it's available. And even if I have to pay overpriced EDC food, I'm gonna have to. But luckily at my RV we have a way to cook, and so we have 3 people that know how to cook, and we can take turns cooking. And we also have our EDC family parking next to us, and hopefully they're gonna be grilling out too, you know. So we're gonna have a whole slew of food. We should be fine at camp. And as long as we fuel ourselves up before we dance all night, we should be good to go. And then you know, have some kind of, you know, recovery something before we're trying to get a nap, and then doing it all over again. So, cheers to preparing for EDC. Alright, chug my drink. Now, I am getting my drill and continuing on. Drill holes in the plexiglass. That's going to be bolted on. My cheese slut sign is going to be bolted onto the plexiglass, so here we go. All right. Not too fast. Go on that one. Gotta rotate. Last one to go, guys.
Someone was detected at your deck cam.
Good to go. Next step. Alright, so now what I've done is I have taken little bumpers and I put these bumpers on to help keep from getting my signs smashed in the process. So here's the sandwich side. So I sandwich this on like so. But I wanted to make sure I had space for the cords to come out the bottom. and also guide them so they don't move. So I got some clear plastic packing tape. I still have yet to bolt down. I had to line up the holes to this, and I used plastic in the way, but this cheese sign only has 2 holes to drill or use bolts for. The Sluts ones have 4 different small holes, so I lined them up the best that I could. You know, the bottom one's a little teeny off, but I'll make it work. It don't look straight, but it'll work. It'll work. So, not perfect science, but I'm getting there. So, now it's nut and bolt time. Ooh, my hip is hurting me. Or my thigh. I think I have a category 2 internal, external tilt on my pelvic bone. Ooh. Where's my bursa? I'm not sure. I was just messing around with my bush. I have a bush in my parents' yard and I need to train it. It's like, when my parents took out their big tree out of their front yard not last year, a couple of years ago, a branch fell and split my plant right down the middle and broke some of the branches. I was so mad. I told them, I'm like, is there any chance that I'm going to need to move this or cage this so I don't get hit by... Oh, well, it'll be fine. No, it's not fine. I broke my plant in half. So I just noticed I need to retrain it, and so I was like moving all the branches around until I found the shape that I liked, and I'm like, I need to tie the branches together. So much for taking a little bit of a break. My uncle being the hero, being just the right size for the totem pole right here. He's doing an excellent job. Get my PVC pipe cut for me. That's what fam does, help each other out when you can. So, just want to show y'all some love. Alright guys, I'm going to get out of here. I have a lot to do, a store to go to, phone calls to make, messaging to do. Hope y'all have a fantastic day. Peace out.